right, welcome back again. I greet all of you. Thank you for joining me. And make sure, please, that you like the video and subscribe to the channel in case if you are new. Normally, we're supposed to run this on a live broadcast, but because of circumstances that beyond our control, we may not run it. Ordinarily, I would have loved to stream live, discussing this in detail with you guys, but unfortunately, we cannot do that now because of, like I told you, circumstances that's beyond our control. What I want you to do is to give me your ear and please do all you can to support us in any way, in any time, any way you can. Just do that. Please get it done. And the best way is to make sure you like the video and put your comments and subscribe to this channel if you have not. So the picture you're seeing here is Success Nweke. Many of you know Success Nweke, or not that you know him in person. I don't know him in person, but the name shouldn't be something strange to you, isn't it? Unless if you are just a newcomer or latecomers. So Success Nweke is the person that Fallback Republic referred as PA to PM. When you hear PA, that means personal assistant to PM Ekpa. And this personal assistant turned out to be the one of the most, haters of PM himself. And I'm gonna prove that to you on this live, on this every video. Okay. And this guy, after the redeclaration of Bafra, he is the one. Many of you have heard me saying that Mazi introduced Ogenkere to success. That success that we are talking about, he is the success I'm actually referring to. This success is a faceless individual who they claim that he's PA to PM, because immediately after redeclaration of Bafra, and DPM dissolve the cabinet for the new one to start working. That singular act affected those of them that claim to be this and that, and Success Nweke is included. The same thing, Mazi, Sonak Barawa, Ogenkere, all these groups, all these gangsters, they were all in this cabinet that was dissolved. And it was done on them that they're not coming back to continue from where they stopped. And they didn't like it. That's how they designed the idea of falling back to square one. And they fell back. Now, what was the role of Success Nweke in the whole thing? We have heard Mazi saying that after that, during the convention, during the time, during the process of redeclaring Bafra, that they were having a meetings, and he called it a Plan A and Plan B. So he will happen to be in Plan B. Then USB government is Plan A. Plan A is the plan that PM himself set up, and he joined the group to set up another Plan B. Now, in this Plan B, it is comprises of people who are being sacked, who that dissolving of cabinet somehow in one way or another affect them. So they started protesting in their own way by deceiving Biafrans that what this Plan B is the best way to go. I've made it clear to you that when Imam Sabotage had a memo that states that for you to contest for office of APM, that you must be someone that PM himself must have introduced to BLA. Okay? And during the time of that memo, when they drafted, none of them were being introduced to BLA by PM. But they have to put the memo out there anyway to deceive their friends and people who may not have this privilege to have access to this information. Then they did that because they knew that DPM is also, was not introduced to BLA by PM also. Okay. Now, the reason why they made that draft is because of DPM. Okay, for her not even to be qualified to contest. Now, it was when Mazi and the man who drafted the memo himself, Imam Madaba and their group, started having issue with Ogenkere. We started hearing from Mazi that look, that Mazi is the one that introduced this success now, to Ogenkere. And Ogenkere introduced him, and he introduced Ogenkere to BLA, to men on ground. Who is Success? Success is someone who is faceless, and he based in homeland. That's what we are meant to know. that he based in homeland. And he is the one that may be going through working somehow. Then when people was here with men on ground and all that he was being that the BLA trust him and he trusts BLA and all that. That was what we were being told. And that is why they said that he's a PA to PM. Now, during the process of redeclaration of Bafra, we have also listened to the late, very sorry to say that because that our brother that just died, the Prince Well, the one in charge of is it BNL or BLN? I don't know, different national league. Yeah, BNL. Okay, those of them that are in charge of Bakassi Peninsula. We heard from Prince Well, the late Prince Well, may he saw the rest in peace, that he was reached out by Success. Success contacted him and asked him, "Where are you?" He said, "I'm here. We are in the mood of celebration. Bafra has just been redeclared." He said, "No, look, you know me now." He said, "Yes, you know us. Even all of us, Mazi and Sonak Barawa, we have moved on. We are not following Ngozi. Ngozi just did this and did that." He said, "Yes." And so Prince Will just received money from DPM at that point in time when this conversation was going on. So shockingly to him, these guys are no longer with USB government. As the old-time friend, of course, he also followed suit. He joined them to distance himself from USB, even though he himself, he's the only person that admits that money had been converted to him, that I just received money from USB government, from DPM herself, even while DPM was in Finland. Okay? McCarthy they book fundraising, that DPM stopped fundraising and all that. It is just laughable. Now, when Prince will reveal this, it was already late when he shared these conversations. But why am I telling you this now? This success that we are talking about now, he is the one that reached out to Prince Well, late Prince Well, to make sure that he fell back and banned on USB. And he did. That is, you can see the job of Success now is an instrument of this problem, this chaos going on now. He himself is an instrument. Now, why are we talking about Success at this point in time? There's a post he made. In this post, you are going to tell me on the comment section what you think about this post. Normally, I wouldn't have talked about somebody like that. There's a picture, or should I say, a picture that was trending. People say that this picture, that he is the one in the picture. And I don't need to add the picture here because I'm not sure. I have to be realistic. I have to be, to make sure that my words and what I'm saying, goes hand in hand with what it is. So I would like us to please go through the post from Success Nweke. Many of you, like I said, I believe maybe you know him, maybe you don't. But whichever way, let's hear from Success Nweke. Okay? So Success Nweke made this post we are seeing here now. And he said, let me know how okay, I think it's readable from here. He said, "The point is that many of our leaders often say things they cannot deliver. A lot of broadcasts were made with solemn vows to Biafrans. Yet, it saddens me to watch them break those very vows. It is pathetic." This is a very big insult, and he attached PM and Mazi in the picture. Success Nweke attached this after saying so. Okay, let me translate what he said, in a normal conversation. That our leaders, those that are leading Mazi and PM, he did not exempt anybody. That oftentimes they say something they cannot even do, like they brag. They say something that they cannot even do. that a lot of brokers in the many of the brokers, many of the speech, many of the state of nation, they have said something vowing and promising Biafra what they cannot do. That he's very, very angry about it. He's very, very angry now, watching them breaking and disappointing Biafrans after making vow to Biafra that they're gonna do what they cannot even do. That is very, very pathetic. Now, let's quickly go to the comment section. Somebody here said, a Biafran believer said, those vows were why many listened to them, though we are human. When they look on what their followers does, it makes them weak somehow. Today, looking at IPB Nigerian Ngozi Fulani, 247 Raphael, Chomo Koma, Ema etc. with sad, heartened mind in you. We start heartened, I don't want to buy by that. Hearted mind in you in prison. You must be weak. So the Ike Biafra says Simon Ekpa formed Briggy USB group to float Namodekano's order. Ogenkere cannot remain in Briggy. Simon Ekpa formed to float his order. Ogenkere must form his own group to float Simon Ekpa's order. Those claiming their position sold them to their enemies. They break no very vows. People are just making the comment. If I said it is left for us that is free to decide in Anoka. Okay. A man under duress cannot actually say anything they don't mean or what they can. The man under duress can actually say anything they don't mean or want. The only buffoons are those acting with whatever they say in such conditions. Briggy good enough remains in charge. I don't know, this guy's an English. Briggy good enough remains in charge now. So only this government has the mantle to direct. These are the great people. So everything here is just people are against, people are in support, that kind of thing. I don't need much comment because of the time. Like I told you, we are actually managing that. Now, but what can you take away from his post? This insult, because you don't tell me that he was not referring to PM. He's the one that put PM here, picture and Mazi Namodekano. If he's a free man though, he's fighting for Bafra. You can't see his face, but he's good at criticizing those that have shown their face and shown what they can do. Now, let's go to another post. I'm coming to this. Sona Barawa says something, but let's just focus on this one. Success Nweke again made a post and said this. This one, hit me differently, to be honest. He said, the day this event happened, I did not hear from our former Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, that he's inaugurating a group. I don't know what he meant by his inauguration. I think he's inaugurating a group that he will be forever their leader. He inaugurated an administrative office in Baltimore for the Biafran Republic government in exile. Okay. Breaking, Bafra is here. The colors of the rising sun happening now in Baltimore, Maryland, the United States of America. We enter the eve of the launching of the Biafran administrative office. Now, this is the pictures as of then. Okay, what is he trying to say here? Everything just to tell you that PM Simon Ekpa should not get close to the leadership now, or nobody should refer him as a leader. That he led them and inaugurated everything does not mean that he's still in charge. This thing is to tell you that all of them that started this fight, they did not fight or Areza, DPM, no. The fight is actually on PM since day one. The same thing that US has been doing that made PM to begin to look them with one eye. Any sensible human being that comes close to these guys can see, can even tell what they're made of, who they actually are, and what they actually want. It is not hidden. All you need to do is to come close, get close to them. You are going to see them yapping nonsense and saying no matter of those things, believing to be, doing good. Do you understand? This success Nweke that we're talking about, remember, is the same person that told you that he's PA to PM. PA to PM, personal assistants. Today, Azayog is the right man. Azayog is everything, all in all, according to him and their group. It didn't end there. Sona Akbarawa, on the other hand, is also saying something. Everything is designed to water down, to destroy, or to manipulate everything they are going to do, or what I'm saying. Here is a post made by Sona Akbarawa, as you can see now. What is the answer today in 2026? He said, their incarcerated leaders, you want to say their incarcerated leaders in prison of Finland and Sokoto declaration want to lead you from prison. He made that. Listen, this post is July 7th, July 17th. July 17th, he made this post. What is the answer today in 2026? He said they incarcerated leaders. Why am I trying to mention this there? Because what he's trying to do is to distance themselves that they are not my leaders. They are not my leader. That's what he's trying to tell you. They are not my leader. The incarcerated leaders in prison, of Finland and Sokoto declaration wants to lead you from prison. Egomanic, he said, egoistic. I think you want to say egoistic. So he said, economia is the problem. That's ego. Is the problem, and he attached this statement with screenshot of PM. Then PM said, according to the screenshot, I don't know if it's edited or real one. Those who do not understand this message, what is simple? He said, what it is simple means is that Mazi Nnamdi will not be held responsible for the actions of Biafran people as we have entered the liberation. So the order of the liberation of Biafra and to secure his release cannot be used against him. Again, he made another post on 15th of February 2022. We have entered the liberation phase of Biafra nation, and we are not taking order from our leader who is in incarceration. Our duty is to do everything to secure his unconditional release and to restore and liberate Biafra from Nigeria. Our freedom from Nigeria is non-negotiable, something like that. Okay. Now, Sonapro is trying to tell you that during 2022, when PM was here, that he don't listen to Mazi Nnamdi, which is not true. And I will tell you why they are just taking the part that they think that is going to favor their action. But they forgot the main topic, the main reason why PM says what he said. When PM made this thing, PM was doing something. Negative. When PM made this post, PM was actually doing something. So about what are you doing that requires that your actions, that it cannot be, tagged to PM. What's your action? What exactly is that your action now? Absolutely nothing. Defrauding Biafrans. Now, when PM made this post, PM called Mazi our leader. Then what did you call him here? There. Okay? Their incarceration. The incarcerated leader. So this thing simply means that you can't compare yourself with PM. It is too obvious for even a blind man to see here. So in summary, people can perch on your shoulder to advance their cause. But at the end of the day, they will show you their true color. If you are not observant enough, or you are maybe you're reluctant enough to count on their actions and hold them responsible, you may be carried away, thinking that you are doing something nice for yourself and for your people, without knowing that you are emboldening criminality. You are actually helping them to do what they think they can do. Today, Success Worker, the so-called PA to PM, is now showing his true color. And why are they hell-bent in sabotaging PM and showing their hatred on him? Money. If what money can, an average Nigerianist or Bongorians, they are wired to rely on money. What one bribe cannot do, more bribe can do. It's not about dignity. It's not about decency. It's about how much these guys are viable freedom fighters. They are agitated for the highest bidder. And today, Azar Young is whom they can even spit on PM now. They can even spit on PM now for Azar Young to keep on pumping money on them. Remember, these gangsters started calling him CDS, Chief of Defense Staff. They started calling him CDS. And that time, when they started calling him CDS, I don't know if they have changed it. They refer him as of last year, 2025. I don't know about this year. I have not been paying attention to that again. But I could remember 2025, it was all over social media. CDS. And when they were calling him CDS, it happened that, men on ground, Bafra Division Army, Butuzo, and all these guys have already stopped communicating with him. They have distanced themselves away from Success. Success was no longer with them, or he's no longer with them. As of that time, they baptized him as CDS. No longer PM personal assistants that they started the argument with. Because they said, how can Ngozo Rabeze, how can she suspend, a whole PA to PM? They did that propaganda, they politicized everything, hoping that will sell. When they realize it's not selling, the real identity and the position of Success Worker, of course, revealed. What do I mean by that identity? I'm talking about his position, not his physical identity, please. I don't know his physical identity. I don't even get to know because I don't have any problem with anybody. What I'm doing now, I'm not saying people should go and attack and buy anybody. I don't support criminality, neither do I support any stealing or any robbery, any kidnapping whatsoever. I don't promote that. I don't support it. I'm being real to you. What I'm saying is what has happened, what is on social media that everyone can lay hands upon, and to identify that this guy is a liar. I know he wouldn't want to be called a liar, but that is what people, according to English word, English dictionary, people that behave like he has behaved, is being called liars and deceivers. Now, he's not the only one. The same thing applicable to Mazi, whom, of course, with Sana Parawa and their group, couple of them, whom we are going to discuss now, Mazi. This happened to be, an old one of the videos of Mazi in the past. Of course, I would like you to hear what he said here. Pay attention.
Yes, greetings, lovers of freedom. Greetings, fellow Biafrans. I am going to record this. Hopefully, I will be able to post it out and it will get to you in good faith. My name is Raphael Chamaka Jere, aka Pastor Vam Vam Vam. By the grace of God, Acting Minister of Information, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. I want to bring this video to you, and so that you will judge for yourself. I want to give you a very cogent reason why Ngozi Orabueze was very, very keen on raising funds, not because she needs the money, but because she wanted to deplete the fund of Briggy. She wants to incapacitate Briggy. She wants to reduce Briggy to nothing. She wants to destroy the ability of Briggy to move powerfully as a government structure. Right there at the convention, not knowing that she had already made a league with the Nigerian government, which she has admitted in the voice recordings that was exposed by her connection with Cheka, Mary Ike. And we all saw the voice recording. We listened to it. I don't have time to play it in this particular recording because this is a very short recording I want to make. She proved it and proved me right now by bringing into the league of the clique of people she was working with Tochi Nnamani, the daughter of Chimaroke Nnamani, former governor of Enugu State.
Now hold it there. So this one is he's just gossiping, and he will land to the point that he think that he needs to pass out there. But at the end of the day, we are going to see how myopic and senseless these guys can be. They will start a statement. One will do that these guys are sensible. Oh, listen to them very, very well. You will see them expose themselves. The level of understanding is very, very low. Very, very low. Talking loud doesn't mean that you're making sense. There's something people need to understand. When somebody who is more intelligent than you make a statement, if you are sensible at all, you should just come down to do not rush, because that thing that you think may actually expose your idiocy. Now, in the same state, in the same statement that he's going to make now, what DPM said and all that, he started by bringing Tochi Nnamani to the topic so that it will make DPM to look terrible. The target here is to corrupt your mind, to make you see DPM as somebody that is capable of compromising. Okay. Now we later hear that Tochi Nnamani has been there even when PM was here. DPM revealed that. But pay attention. Whether Tochi Nnamani is former governor's daughter or not, I don't know. I'm not here to tell you that she's not or she is. That part has not been cleared. Okay, but for now, the issue of the lady being introduced to the movement by DPM has been proven wrong. It's not true. But listen to Mazi.
Tochi Nnamani was never part of what we were doing. She only came in the picture after DPM our prime minister was arrested in Finland.
She was here
and taken out. Ngozi Orabueze brought this lady in with her international connection of Nigeria. And we all know that what Nigeria was after is to make sure they destroy our funding. Stop their funding. If you stop their funding, they will be powerless. That's what they wanted to do. I will prove it now. Listen to what Ngozi said in Finland.
Now, this thing that he wants to play now, this is where he exposed himself. Please, if you have not been paying attention to whatever we are saying, I want to come down, listen to every word that DPM will pronounce in this video. Everything that comes out from her mouth, because he gets why.
At the convention.
Now, don't worry, listen.
I've been looking for this clip for a long time. I finally found
play the video
and I now want to analyze it very, very quickly.
Let's hear.
I will do a more broader program where Biafrans will call in or where they will give their own take. But I want to release this less than 10 minutes of analysis to show you that this woman knew exactly or knows exactly what she is doing. Listen to her.
to use every available resources. Talk to the countries that are ready. A lot of countries are ready to back us up. So,
mark that part. To use every available resources. Negative. You see, people can be very, very corrupt, to the extent that they have sold their conscience. She started by saying what? To use every available resources. Don't forget that part. That's the part that I want to pick for now.
Money may not really be a problem because we got it coming in huge. Money may not really be a problem because we got it coming in huge. Money may not really be a problem because we got it coming.
You see how this guy, you see how he's repeating, money may not be a problem because we got it coming in huge. Because at the beginning, he mistakenly played the part, which he deep said, to use that. What if you watch that full video? He says, we are going to use available resources in our land, okay, for us to build our nation. That's what he's trying to say here. Money may not be our problem because we got it coming in huge, because countries will be interested in these resources. So the money may not be our problem because now that they have declared, your nation, it is expected of you to lay hand in your natural resources by what you are doing and diplomatic move and support that you'll be getting from countries that can see the future, that can understand what you are looking for, that know that you are following the template which the whole international committee or the world, UN, everybody have approved. You are not asking for anything that doesn't belong to you. We are going to use our available resources. Okay, money may not be our problem. Okay.
Money may not really be her problem because they got it coming in huge.
Now see how he manipulated.
The last time I checked,
listen,
Briggy never had money coming in huge.
Then at Briggy, do they have access to resources? Available resources? Now, listen.
Biafra have never had money coming in huge. But here comes Ngozi Arabweze at the convention where she had made up her mind to dismantle everything.
That thing that being dismantled is removing him from cabinet, dissolving the cabinet that they have formed cabal. To prove that the former cabinet is all about cabal, that is why they quickly formed Plan B in Finland. Plan B. And you can see the manipulation and everything.
The Prime Minister has fought for, have done for Biafrans. Yeah, she's saying money will not be her problem because they've got it coming in huge. Our Prime Minister have never told us that money will not be a problem, that he got it coming in huge. Do you know we have IOU loans whereby people are borrowing to Biafra with hope that when Biafra comes, they will be repaid?
This is why you must not listen to this guy. The video started by saying we will have available, we will use available resources. Our available resources. Do you understand what it means? We were going to use our available resources to present it to countries. You know what I'm talking about. Should I just mention everything to you? That was the message. But this guy, because he's just doing his job. Sabotage, nothing more. This is typical what you should expect from a saboteur.
We've got people buying into, the Bitcoin and into a lot of things. Buying properties.
What he's saying, he's saying that has something to do with what you said.
Get their properties or get their money back.
But you have to.
But here, this woman is telling you.
He have to use this to deceive his listeners, those who are not able to think for themselves.
That money will not be her problem.
Money may not really be a problem because we got it coming in huge. Money may not really be a problem because we got it coming in huge.
Coming in huge from where?
He's an idiot.
Resources. Money coming in huge from where? If money was not going to be a problem because they've got it coming in huge, then if it was the idea of our Prime Minister then we wouldn't have had one issue of money. Fundraising is why. What's the need for fundraising? If money will be coming in huge. This woman have already had a plan. If she had succeeded in her plan to destroy Briggy, if I, Vam, and some of us that actually stood firm had allowed this woman to run with her surrogate or surrogate nonsense and dissuade Biafra.
Now, the word surrogate that he's calling nonsense is to another way to show his, his subordination to PM, because that order came from PM and he called it nonsense. And he's now validating Imam Madabo to be chairman of CRC to be the leader of. So between him now and PM, who is actually the leader? They are all the same thing. See, I started by presenting to you success work. Now I cannot see myself. And to tell you that a criminal always knows his own colleague. Both of them cannot even work now. They are against each other. It's expected. That's what criminals do. Sometimes they fight each other, but they are actually the same. Once they see the other work, and what a criminal says that criminal, he always do expect they come. Now,
put them out of the track, deceive them to follow her. The money will not be her problem. She will be running it the way she wants because Nigeria will be supporting her. Remember, she had always referred to Nigeria as sister nation, our sister nation. I don't know how Nigeria, as evil as Nigeria is, as ungodly, as devilish as Nigeria is, will become our sister nation.
When somebody who is poor in brain, there's different types of poverty. If you are poor, academically, socially, if you are poor in other social life, you'll be sounding like this. Calling Nigerian, sister nation doesn't mean that Nigerian, you are validating Nigeria. Remember, as of today, Nigeria is still a sovereign nation according to the United Nations. That's why they have embassy here and there. That's why they have upper hand. Whether you like it or not, that's what they have other countries that you are begging them to recognize who see Nigeria. So they always want to know how you present Nigeria before them. You get the point. But because this guy is not meant to be part of anything freedom, he will always contradict himself. Look at it.
Yeah, I should finish it because this is just a preamble. I just want to put this out there so that you will use your tongue and count your teeth and understand that this woman have always been the evil that we should avoid. Listen to her.
Now, listen again.
To use every available resources.
To use every available resources.
Talk to the countries that are ready.
Talk to the countries.
A lot of countries are ready.
That are ready to negotiate and to work with the US government declared.
To back us up. So, money.
Did you hear that? To back us up. We are going to use every available resources. Talk to the countries that are going to support us to back us up. That is the message. That money is not going to be our problem. But do you know why he's saying this? The criminals they pretend to be the cabinet members, like him and the success and all of them. Once you talk about money is not going to be our problem, the assignment and the reason why they're even talking about Bafra has come to an end. Because you see the reason why they hate DPM. Not that they batching key. The same problem that US had with PM. The same thing. Why you get your can you imagine this guy? Can you imagine this lady? So you know actually what if the bottle on? Exactly. Or maybe some of you may think that what she's saying is true. You need to donate. Donating money is to enrich them. I'm not saying you should not donate money. Donate it to the right people that matter. Donate it to the right source that are going to use it for your own good. But when you see these criminals that doesn't want agitation of freedom to come, as long as you keep on agitating and talking, their livelihood, progress. You cannot, because ọbụna ndị na ọbụna mmadụ awụlọ ndị na-arapata ozu ama ndị nne ifuga. What will be the job of ndị na mod, like mortuary? What is going to be the job? Ọbụna mmadụ awụlọ. If you are not sick, there's no need for doctor to resume work. You see the reason why people need to seek, so that the hospital will be busy. Exactly what they're doing in Briggy. These gangsters. That is why reshuffling it is was highly needed, and it happened. Anyway, let me know what you think about all we've discussed so far. God bless you and take care of yourself. Don't forget to like the video. Like I told you, I'm sorry the video may be somehow long, because we're supposed to run this on the live broadcast. But because of circumstances that are beyond our control, we have to record it and get it out there. Please don't forget to like and let me know. I can't wait to hear from you on comment. What is your take on success and people like Mazi, these gangsters? Let me know on comment section. God bless you and take care of yourself. Bye bye for now.